How to get a mortgage if you're less than 2 years self-employed, coming up.
I'm a hard worker every day. I'm a hard worker, I'm working every day.
So, what's the reality? If you're a business owner, you just got in business, you're doing well, and you think you're ready to buy a house, what options do you have if you're looking to buy a home? I guarantee if you talk to 5 lenders, at least 4 of them are going to tell you have to have 2 full years tax returns in order to get approved for a mortgage if you're self-employed. So basically what I'm going to show you today is how you can get around that, how you can get approved for a mortgage and buy a house without being self-employed for 2 years. I don't care what everybody else says. I don't care if you talk to 10 lenders, they all told you that you had to have 2 years tax returns. Bottom line is you can get approved, assuming you meet the rest of the guidelines, but not being self-employed for 2 years is not going to kill the deal. So let's look at it, how to get approved with less than 2 years self-employed income. First of all, let's get one thing straight here. If you are a plumber and you decide to open up a pizza parlor next week, you're not going to be able to get approved to purchase a home because we have to show that you have the ability to repay the mortgage, right? You can't just be in one industry and then jump into another and expect there to be some sort of consistency or stability, because at the end of the day, that's what we're looking for, consistency and stability. Now, if you've been a plumber for 20 years and you decided to open up your own plumbing service, that's another story. So you left your job, you started your own business, and you're in the same line of work. What we will need, though, is 1 full year of tax returns. 1 full year. So if you started your business in April 2015 and you want to get a mortgage in April 2016, it's not going to work. You need at least 1 full year tax returns before it's going to work. As long as we can demonstrate that you were in the same line of work prior to starting your business, there is a good chance we're going to be able to get it done for you. So a lot of people ask, like, what are the rates going to look like on something like this? Are you going to pay something extremely high? Well, the reality of it is that this type of loan that I'm referring to, where you can do less than 2 years tax returns, less than 2 years in business as a self-employed individual, this is actually done on a conventional loan. The key is that we'd have to get an automated approval through the system. So you have to have decent credit, you have to have a decent down payment. The exciting part about it is that you don't have to have the 2 years tax returns. Now, along with 1 year's tax returns, we are going to need to have a profit and loss statement, a year-to-date profit and loss statement to show how the business is performing, how you're producing so far for the year. The main point of that is we're not going to use it to calculate your income, but we are going to use it to show that there's some growth, there's some stability within the company. The reason I bring that up is because if you have tax returns from last year that say that you brought in 50 grand, and you show me a profit and loss statement that says you've already brought in 100 grand and we're only halfway through the year, well, that doesn't mean we're going to be able to average the two. A profit and loss statement is just that it's an estimate of what your income and expenses are, but it doesn't necessarily mean that's what you're going to report to the IRS. So for that reason, we don't use the profit and loss statement to recalculate your income. We just use it to look at the status of the company from a growth standpoint and a consistency standpoint. Most lenders can do this type of loan. That's the thing. It's like a lot of people come to me because I do portfolio lending, and they say, "Hey, Adam, here's the situation. I need a portfolio loan." And then I look at it and I say, "Well, actually, this looks like you should be able to do it in a traditional loan." It's just that the 5 lenders that they already talked to have some overlays that say that they can't do it, even though Fannie Mae or Freddie Mac says you can.
Boss man said, work your way, put it off for another day. I'm not listening, tomorrow may not come. Lazy man, find an easy way, easy work for easy pay.